Alrighty, so new job kicking off, and this one's super exciting for me personally because this is my own house. The really cool thing about this is that I'm going to show absolutely everything from building a design, pushing the quoting process, pushing that through, just pretend that I'm the customer. Then we're going to move on to actually cabling it up, so we'll show a bit of the electrical side of things when wiring a smart home. Then we'll move on to designs, pre-build, pre-programming, all that kind of stuff. Then we'll do the fit out, and then we'll do everything else, the handover, and show it all at the end. So yeah, I'm going to get a few suppliers on board potentially, and if there's anything you think I should do, let me know below. And if there's anything you're keen to see, let me know below as well. Here it is from the street. So we've got all brick down the bottom. So we're in a full flame zone here as well, which makes it real tricky. So the design is brick down the bottom, flame zone front door. Can't get a flame-proof garage door, so we have to actually fire rate the whole garage. And then up the top is going to be metal roofing, and that metal roofing will then come down the walls too. And yeah, we're going to do ugly shutters, but we've got real thin ones that are going to go in and hopefully get recessed in. It won't look too bad. This will raise up, and we'll have a flat path that goes in, and we'll have an intercom there, a few Ekinex sensors, and then don't tell my wife this one either, but we'll probably end up putting some speakers in this garage too, because you definitely want to be able to tinker and listen to some tunes. Okay, so this is coming in from the front door. We go up the stairs, we come down the stairs. So just here, just going to outside, we'll have a little Basalte switch to enter the room, it'll enter the space. Mudroom and laundry, they'll pretty much just run off sensors. Powder room, that'll run off a sensor too. Then we come into the big open plan living. We'll probably have a Basalte switch here, which will just serve some scenes for this space. I wanted a touchscreen there, in a battle with my wife at the moment on that one, because she doesn't want to see it. She wants to have it hidden over here in the pantry, which I think is a real shame, but you know what they say. And this is going to be a super exciting room for me, because this here is our open plan room. So we've got the kitchen, we've got the dining, we've got the living room, and we're going to have a big TV on that wall, hopefully a little fireplace in the corner. I'm going to go the natural one. A window that looks out to the pool, a window that looks outside to the bush. And what we're going to do in here is, I obviously want really big sound. My wife wants it to look pretty. So what we're going to do is an invisible cinema room. So we're going to have left, center, right 8-inch speakers in the roof, 2 8-inch speakers in the middle for mid surrounds, 2 8-inch speakers in the back for rear surrounds, a dual 10-inch invisible subwoofer down that end, a dual 10-inch subwoofer in this wall here, which means when we want it to pump, it'll pump. When we want surround sound for movies, that'll sound great, but we don't have to see anything, even better. For all the electrical nerds out there, we've gone with the nice B&R neat little rectangular board instead of the big standard 600 by 600 meter panel, and we've recessed that beautifully into the brickwork, so it only just sits out, so you won't even notice that one. And just on the upstairs level, not quite ready for rough-in yet, but soon. This is a living room over here, so we will have another TV with some 8-inch invisible speakers in the roof, so you just see the nice TV. Be a study nook over there. This is the master suite, so robe along here. This is like an entry robe section, then the bedroom. Don't tell my wife, but we'll probably put some 8-inch invisibles in here too. She won't know until I turn them on. Ensuite, bathroom, kids' beds. And here's our nice view out to the bush. Feels like we're in a bit of a tree house, which is cool. So this here, this is our hydronic heating. So this is essentially water pipe, and it just goes through the whole bottom level slab. That is going to be one zone here in the laundry mudroom, and then the whole bottom level will just be its own zone. So the whole slab will just be like a radiator, and then that is going to heat this whole space. But also we've got the stairs void and that void, which heat will just go straight up and heat upstairs too. That'll all be running on the Ekinex. Check this weapon out.